Students, in this video I'm going to discuss a very important topic, that is passing array through function. Alright, in this program you will see that there is an input function to perform the input operation upon the array. There is a constructor to create and allocate memory to the array. Then there is a function to display the data. There is a function to check whether the numbers stored in the array are prime numbers, right? We have to check and print the appropriate message. And then we have got another function with the same name, chk_prime. This also checks the array elements whether they are prime numbers or not. All right, and here then the main function where we will call the different functions with the objects. All right, so let's start the program. We all know that prime number is a number which is divisible by 1 or by itself, means total count of the factor is always 2. Here students, we begin the class definition, but before that there is import java.util.asterisk semicolon. This statement is there because we need a scanner class for the input, so that's why it is there. And if you have any confusion regarding any concept, please do watch my previous videos for all these concepts. So we start the class definition because it's a Java program, and here we have data member A, which is an array of int type. So int a square bracket semicolon. So it is just the declaration that it is an array, all right, of int type. After that we have got one a size data member. It is also of int type. It's going to store the size of the array. After that there is an object creation of a scanner class. So scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in semicolon. Now here you see this is the parameterized constructor. It is got the same name as of the class. This is the int sz, that is a size, and then this sz will be assigned to the size data member. Now this much memory is to be allocated or to the array. So these many elements I need into the array. Memory will be allocated through this int and the size combination. All right. So here a equal to new int, in the square bracket there is size. All right. So this is the statement for the array creation. What you need to notice here is that there is a square bracket because it's a declaration of the array, but here in the other statement, when I am just creating the array, right, at that time I am not using any square bracket. All right, that's wrong. Okay, and now the constructor definition is over. This is a parameterized constructor. After that input is performed. So in the input you can see that I have written I0, I less than a dot length, I plus plus, then system dot println, enter data I plus 1. So if the index I is 0, then it will be printing data 1 and all right. And then a of I equal to sc dot next int, so it will enter the data at different locations of the array. So this is the input function, right? I hope it's clear to you. You already know about it. After that class we have got a display function with the same loop which we have used in the enter function. That is int I, for loop is there, int I equal to 0, I less than a dot length, I plus plus, and then there is a print statement inside the for loop. That is system dot println a of I. So it will print all the elements of the array. Okay. After that students, we have got a function to check prime, but it's going to check the array elements. Array is passed here as the parameter, so int ar is there. It's not the data member a, which was here in the program. You can see here it's there is ar local this parameter which is being passed through this function. So here we have got a variable c of int type, initialized with 0, variable n, initialized with 0. C is there to keep the count of the factors. As I've told you that prime number has got only 2 factors, one in itself. So we have to check every time the value of C. Okay. But this time what is happening here, the logic of prime is embedded, or it is inside this loop for traversing the array, because we need to traverse the array, pick up the element, right, and then check whether it is prime or not. So we have to run the same loop which we have already executed in the input function and the display function. int I equal to 0, I less than ar dot length, I plus plus. Here I have copied the array data into n, so ar of I has been copied to n assignment operator, ar of I semicolon. C is initialized with 0 to keep the count of the factors, then the logic of the prime. So because this is a very smart step when you copy the array element into a variable, because after that it becomes a normal program which you have already done. So here I run a loop, j equals to 1, j less than equal to n. So loop is working from 1 to up to n and j plus plus. Is that clear? Now here what is happening, that we have to check the divisibility of the number n, right, by j. So the condition is here, if n mod j equal to 0. So every time it is divisible, we increase the count or c by 1, right? So we close it here, then we close the loop here. Okay. After that, if c equals to 2, so if the count factors count is 2, then n is a prime number. All right. Otherwise, n is not a prime number. So you can see here in this program that just to reduce the complexity, what I have done, that I have copied the AR data element by specifying the name of the array and the index, and I've copied this to n. It becomes a normal variable, and then I can apply the logic of prime upon this. Please practice it again and again. It's a very good idea. All right. After that, students, we have got another function with the same name, chk underscore prime. So basically I'm going to implement the concept of function overloading also here. So here you can see arr underscore num, that's the name of the class, and ob, that is the object. So this time we are using the concept of object passing also. So students, here you see int c equal to 0, n equal to 0. Now the loop works from I 0 to I less than, please notice this, ob dot a dot length. So I've used this object name which is here as the parameter, right? After that, name of the array, so definitely the data member's name or the array name is a, and then its length, so dot length. Or you can straight away write ob dot size, that is also perfect, there is no problem at all. And we increase the I by 1. After that, students, we copy the way we had done in the previous program, we copy the array element into n, but this time it's not AR, this is the data member of the class, that is A, and right now it belongs to OB. So OB is A, so we have to specify it this way, OB dot A, in the square bracket I specify I, and C has been initialized with 0. Please put a semicolon here, right, it's important. And then for int j equal to 1, j less than equal to n, j plus plus, if n mod j equal to 0. Alright everyone, then c plus plus, increase it by 1. If the factors are 2, then it is a prime number, otherwise it is not a prime number. So that is why this step is very, very important. Okay, and students, again I am telling you, please terminate this statement with semicolon. Alright, after that we have got now main function where we'll invoke different functions using the object. So first we create the object obj arr underscore num obj equal to new arr underscore num, and size I have passed as 5, so 5 size array will be created. After that I input the data, so obj dot input, so data will be entered into the array, then obj dot display, so data will be displayed here. After that arr dot num obj1 equal to new arr underscore num, and then 5 is specified here, so obj1 dot chk underscore prime obj. So here what I am doing, I am passing this object obj here, so its arrays number will be checked whether they are prime or not. So input function 17, 23, 45, 11 and 16 I have entered, then output will be there 17, 23, 45, 11 and 16. So same output will be there, but when I invoke this function obj1.chk underscore prime, so it will print the prime numbers. So 17, 23 and 11 are going to be printed that they are prime numbers. Alright, after that you can see we have to invoke the function which has array as the parameter. So we write here int arr square bracket 5, 7, 12, 10, 4. These are the 5 elements which are stored in the arr. And then again I call obj dot chk underscore prime, but this time with the obj, and I pass this array through this function. And now what will be printed? The prime numbers which are here, 5 and 7, it's going to be printed. All right, okay, so that will be the output. That is 5 is a prime number and 7 is a prime number, right? Is it clear to everyone? So after that we'll close the function and we'll close the class. So I hope everybody has the clear idea of this concept. Thanks everyone.